Hello, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in, let's talk about the South Africans tonight. Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. No, it's Friday. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, everyone. Please like and share as you come in. Hello, Fafalis. I hope that's how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry if I've not pronounced it well. Yeah, let's dive into the story. Hello, Abby. Actually, I was just getting ready to go to bed and I saw this South African story. And I'm just like, they will not let this girl rest. They will not let Chidimma rest. Kilo day. How are you, Abby? I was just about to, do my skincare stuff so I could get ready for church tomorrow. And then I was just like, let me just scroll through social media and see what's going on. Yes, I was going to do VDM today, but you know what, there's a lot of stuff that I'm trying to gather together. Like my head was banging, Abby. I moved it till tomorrow. Like, every time I prepare, like I'm preparing stuff, they keep dropping stuff and I'm like, what's going on? Like there's a lot of stuff, so hopefully we'll do it tomorrow. I've been able to gather some notes, so hopefully we'll do it tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow. So even this live stream that I've got here now, it's like an impromptu one. I was not going to do it tonight, but I was like, no, let me quickly do maybe 1 hour and then I'll go to bed. So we're talking about Chidimma Adetshina, of course, the ostracized queen from South Africa. Like, thank you so much, Abby. I mean, I don't know why, maybe because I have not had enough sleep. My this eye was twitching a lot. I don't know why. That's the first time I've actually experienced that. It was twitching, like practically twitching a lot. So I'm like, I think I need to lie down for a while. Honestly, Abby, too many topics. If you know how much stuff I've kind of like set up in my live stream on my stream yard, I don't even know which one I want to do first. And on the side again, I've got videos that I've already edited. I already did the video about this Damilola Taylor. I don't know if you heard about Damilola Taylor. It's been 10 years now that he was unalived. So I already did that video. I don't even know when I want to public it, but let's go in and talk about Chidimma Adetshina. Like this, it's like South Africans, not get joy, you. South Africans not get joy. I think we should start from let me start from the one I saw today, just now, that made me come up here. So it's been said that the mother of Miss Universe Africa, we all know who Miss Universe Africa is. Chidimma Adetshina, of course, her mother has been arrested. Like, what happened? What did she do? So I will have screenshotted and read the stuff here with you guys, but just like, what, let me just set up this, because like, guys, let's read it. So there's a letter here from the Home Affairs. It says that it was addressed to all media and news editors. Media statement issued date was the 15th of February 2025 for immediate use. So it says Home Affairs detains Miss Chidimma Adetshina's mother in Cape Town. Like, what did she do? What did she do? I know there was a time that it was reported that she and Chidimma, that they ran out of South Africa. So I don't know, like, why did they run? Are they still looking for her? Because even though all of this news so far of Chidimma's mother allegedly stole this, Chidimma's mother allegedly did that, we've still not heard of any case. And with that being said, there was a what was that letter that they normally write? That there was something that they put up because Chidimma apparently came into the UK, into South Africa again. I think I'm going to find that because I saved that post. So this letter reads that investigators from the Department of Home Affairs, assisted by the South African Police Service, ASAPS, this morning detained Miss Annabella Rongo, the mother of Miss Chidimma Adetshina, at a property in Cape Town. Like, what did she do? After the department withdrew Ms. Rungo's South African documentation in September 2024 after finding that it had been fraudulently obtained, rendering her ineligible to continue residing in South Africa. Right, petition, thank you, Abby. But so she left at some point. So does that mean that she's not allowed back into South Africa again? What if she maybe decides to come in with another passport, or maybe she already have a Nigerian passport? And like, guys, I don't understand. So our South African documentation was revoked, but then she's come back into South Africa and they're saying that rendering her ineligible to continue residing in South Africa. In an apparent act of brazen disregard for the legal consequences of her conduct, it appears that Miss Rungo has defied in quote undesirable status through a Mozambican passport. Investigations are ongoing into further potential misrepresentation and fraudulent conduct. Like, I'm not understanding anymore. During the operation this morning, investigators from the Counter Corruption and Immigration Services branches of the department also found Adetshina's underage child residing with Rungo. So, for the fact that I'm sure she must have traveled via the airport, why did the immigration not hold her at the airport? Why did the immigration allow her enter into Cape Town before they decided to go and arrest her? It's as if South Africans authorities, Home Affairs, they know sabi what they are doing, because if it's been alleged or if it's been announced that they don't want her back in Cape Town, I'm sure it was at the airport that the immigration would have held her. But she passed through immigration and came into Cape Town. Or was it the immigration at the airport that told this internal affairs that she's now back in Cape Town? Or I mean, help me here, because normally if they don't want her back or if she's ineligible to enter South Africa again, they will have stopped her at the airport or denied her entry, but they've not denied her entry. And I believe she's part Mozambican as well. So does it mean that she could have entered into South Africa on a Mozambican passport? In fact, this is, I don't know. So after being processed by the so they said Chidimma's child is living with her mother in Rongo. After being processed by Home Affairs over her apparent illegal continued residence in South Africa, Ms. Rungo will be handed over to the SAPS, as she's also the subject of an ongoing investigation by the Directorate for Priority Crime Investigation. So if this woman knew she's a part of an investigation, would she have come back in South Africa? If she knew that she's been held or she's been investigated, would she have entered back in South Africa? I think the problem here is I don't think they've kind of like passed to her or let her know that one, she's been investigated and she's wanted or stuff like that, because I still would like to understand how she was able to travel into South Africa and the immigration did not stop her at the port of entry. Why did she go to South Africa? Well, it's not been said here. It's not been said in the maybe as the investigation is going on, they will let us know, or she will let us know why she went back to South Africa. Because this report is saying that South African paperwork or documentation has been revoked, which means that she's not eligible to stay in South Africa anymore. So does she know that she's not eligible to stay in South Africa anymore? Because if she knows she's no longer wanted, or if she knows that she's not allowed back in South Africa, why would she go back? Why would she go to South Africa? And with that being said, the South Africans wrote a petition against their Home Affairs minister. I'm going to find that post and read it to you guys. So it says here that Home Affairs is further investigating. Home Affairs is further liaising with the Department of Social Development and SAP's Child Protection Unit as it relates to protecting the interests of the underage child. So why do they want to protect the underage child if you don't want them in South Africa? So it's alleged that Chidimma's child is living with her mother in Cape Town. So now they've arrested her, Chidimma's mother, and now they want to protect the child. Why not just send her back to where she came from? Why not send her back to where she came from? If you don't want her in South Africa, why not send her back to where she came from? Abby said, because that's where she lives. So I would imagine that she's probably gone back to South Africa thinking that, okay, she can come and go, but then they're just waiting for her. And so I was like, okay, how did she get to South Africa? No be airport, she carry enter South Africa. They will have stopped her at the immigration will have stopped her at the point of entry, but they allowed her come in. And I doubt exactly, that's what I'm saying, that I doubt she knew she was wanted, or I doubt she knew she was part of any investigation, because it's like, for example, me now, if I knew that I'm being wanted for any part of investigation in the UK, why would I come back? Why would I even go back to UK if I knew I'm being wanted for any investigation? So I don't think she knows she's being wanted for any part of investigation. So the department, they continue saying that the department will provide further updates at opportune moments. No interviews will be taken on this matter at this stage. Now, wow. Let me read what people are saying, because I don't understand why They are detaining her. So somebody else said that she played herself big time. What was she still doing there? So does that mean that she never left? First, a story has been outed. Then they showed that much HATE for her and her child. What was she waiting for? So does that mean she never left South Africa? Does that mean that her mother did not leave? And people are like, they don't feel pity for her or her mom because that what the hell are they still doing in South Africa? I would imagine so. Like for all of that to have gone ahead, everything that Chidimma went through, for me, I wouldn't have felt safe staying in South Africa. I wouldn't have felt safe staying in South Africa. And someone said, are their placements, are their placentas tied to the South African soil? You are not loved. What in the name, Batang Botang, are you still doing? Exactly. With all that Chidimma went through, you will have thought that they will have packed their bags, dusted their passport, packed the sand of South Africa and never returned to South Africa. But they went back, or they still remain there. Why are they still there? Why are they still there? The South Africans already made it clear that they don't want this girl. And I would imagine that they will have just packed their bags and leave. But why are they still in South Africa? Or is it that they've not been told, or it's not been passed across them that they are being investigated for whatever alleged crime they said they committed? And someone here said, but what did the mother go back to South Africa to do? Exactly, that's the question everybody's asking. I thought she left to her home country, Zimbabwe. Mind you, the mom is not Nigerian, just her father. Why did she carry her legs there again? Nadem Sabi. So with that being said, I found a post sometimes this week as well that a petition was written because allegedly Chidimma also went back to South Africa. That Chidimma also went back to South Africa and they wrote a petition calling for the sack of their minister. Like, who are all these people in South Africa that are writing petitions? Like, it's like those people don't have a job. So let's listen to this video that I found.
As mother in Cape Town.
Hold on.
Entered the Miss South Africa pageant, but later withdrew. She also won Miss Universe Nigeria last year. Investigators from the Department of Home Affairs, assisted by the South African police, detained her mother, Annabella Rungo, at a property in Cape Town. According to the statement, the department withdrew Rungo's South African documentation in September last year after finding that it had been fraudulently obtained, rendering her ineligible to continue residing in the country. The department says it appears that Rungo has defied her undesirable status through her Mozambican passport. During the operation, investigators from the Counter-Corruption and Immigration Services also found Adetshina's underage child residing with Rungo. Rungo will be handed over to the South African Police Service as she is also the subject of an ongoing investigation by the Directorate for Priority Crime Investigation. Home Affairs Department.
So exactly. So now they are thinking maybe she must have gone back with her Mozambican passport. So does that mean that even with her Mozambican passport, she's not welcomed in South Africa? Is that what they are saying? So if she doesn't have like a South African passport or South African documentation, so does that mean that even with her Mozambican passport, they don't want her in South Africa at all? Does she know? So Ford said, I think she thought the case was closed. SA don't. I mean, we know obviously with all that's happened last year, we know that South Africans and Nigerians, they are not the best of friends. But I know say that matter will still be resolved. Nigerians and Ghanaians were like that before. Now Nigerian and Ghanaians, we love ourselves, but South African and Nigerian, I know it's a matter of time. The love is gonna come. But what I don't understand is if they already made it clear to her that they don't want her in South Africa, why did she go back? I would imagine she went back with the hope that, no case has been leveled against her. Like, why did she go back? And again, I'm of the opinion that the crime, because I did a live stream about this a few months ago, I'm of the opinion that when that alleged crime of her using so-called person details or not, when that crime was being committed, the people working in that affairs or in the office of whatever they do their paperwork should have corrected it. They should have righted. They had a chance of correcting it years ago, but they did not, which means that if allegedly Chidimma's mother is at fault, then the people who are at the office who are doing those paperwork for birth certificate or whatever, they're also at fault as well, because like I said, when they realized what happened years ago, they had the chance of correcting it years ago, but they did not. Abby said, if you break immigration laws, I'm guessing the country wouldn't want you anyway. I would imagine so, obviously, because her case is involving fraud. But then the thing is, does she even know that they don't want her? back in South Africa. I would imagine, I don't think she knew they don't want her in South Africa, hence why she went back. And then, with that being said, Chidimma was also in South Africa as well. And that was when I saw that they wrote a petition. So South Africans call for the sack of Home Affairs Minister after spotting Chidimma Adetshina in Cape Town. So I would imagine that she went back with her mother. I would imagine Chidimma went back with her mother, but was her mother they found, and they arrested her mother. So even if they even get hold of her now, they'll probably arrest her. They'll probably arrest her as well. So the post, I think that was about 4 days ago, and these people that are writing petition, I don't know if they have anything else they do with their life. But then let's read the petition. So it says here that some South Africans are calling for the removal of their Home Affairs Minister, Leon Schreiber, after Miss Universe first runner-up 2024, Chidimma Adetshina was spotted in Cape Town. A viral video making the rounds on X allegedly shows their Miss Universe Africa and Oceania hanging out at a cafe in waterfront Cape Town. Hello, Mr. Patrick. Good evening, sir, and thank you so much for joining us. Mr. Patrick said, "Now jealousy, bad, bad belly." I mean, she grew up in SA. That's the only country she knew. SA as something else. Honestly, that's why I'm saying that I don't understand that. I don't understand what, like, and so I keep saying that when the alleged offense that they claim Chidimma's mother committed years ago was noticed, why then did they not correct it years ago? Why wait till when she was going to go on that pageant? So Chidimma's mother is not the only one at fault here. The ministers who were working in that office at that time were also at fault. And I want to believe that allegedly something must have exchanged hands, hence why they did not do anything about it. So if she came allegedly, according to what they said, that she registered Chidimma with another woman's name. When they knew this, why did they not correct it years ago? Why wait till when she was going to go on that pageant? Which means that both the Chidimma's parents allegedly and the offices or where they went for that paperwork, they also have their fault. Hello, David Black. They also have their fault. So why are they not making more of Chidimma's mother's fault? And also, I'm of the opinion that Chidimma's mother's offense should not be meted out on Chidimma, because when this alleged offense was committed, Chidimma did not know what was happening. Exactly. So, Abby, they've not even come. They said they are still investigating. It's not as if they already have an exact evidence to say that, yes, our mother committed that identity fraud. From that write-up that we've just read and from that video now, they said they are still investigating. So the crime is, they're only still investigating. So they've not actually come out with the evidence to say that, oh, yes, she did that offense. I understand identity crime is a real issue. But in this case, why don't they finish carrying out their investigation and then bring the culprits together? And yes, if they're going to bring the culprits together, it cannot be only Chidimma's mother that they're going to be pulling in this particular issue. All of the people that were working at that office those years ago, when allegedly Chidimma's mother came to commit the offense, they will also have to be brought in for questioning, like, why did you not correct it? When you realize that was the case, okay, allegedly, the story was that Chidimma's mother came to register Chidimma with another person's name. And then the owner of that name came with her own baby, and they told her that, oh, this name has been registered. Why then did they not correct that error then and there? Why did they not? David Black said, why does South Africa HAT us Nigerians like this? I hope I am not talking out of turn. I don't have any info on the case, and I'm very open to be educated. You know what? It's still pretty much the same thing. We all knew what has been happening in South Africa since last year. And there's a guy here, there's a South African boy here on this channel on YouTube. He's always speaking ill of Nigerians. I've tried my best so far not to go to his channel to watch any of his video, because if I watch any of his video, I swear to God, I will on ring light for him. And I will be really, really ruthless if I on ring light for him. So I've tried, and I'm sure Choice TV was in a drama with him last year. I've tried my best not to watch any of his videos. You need to go see how he bad talks Nigerians. And Nigerians are allegedly committing all the crimes, blah, blah, blah. This is that. Like, even watching his videos, you'll be upset at the fact that what audacity. There is South African that's great as well. That you think that South Africans don't commit crimes as well, So Abby said, just like any other country, it's one day they will come for you. Exactly. But in this case, I wish they just carry out their investigation or even announce it that they are carrying out investigation, because if Chidimma's mother knew they were carrying out investigation and she's a wanted person, I'm sure she wouldn't have stepped foot in Cape Town. She wouldn't have. She wouldn't have. Abby said it's just unfortunate, but I don't think this is particular to SA. Okay. David Black is replying, Abby. South Africa is the worst I have seen of Niger HAT. You know what? Like I said, this guy, his eyeballs like all these eggs that they sell during Halloween. You need to hear the way he badmouths Nigerians. I like my mind, my spirit cannot make me listen to him. So Abby said, I just hope Chidimma does well in her career and can live anywhere in the world and take her mother with her. I hope to say for hello, Felicia Okoro. How are you, my beautiful sister? Welcome, welcome. Chuka Anna said, I would like to see justice. Exactly. Everybody wants justice to be done, but then they should carry out their proper investigation. They should carry out their proper investigation rather than, just going on. So now they went to her house in Cape Town. That's why I was like saying that, does she even know that she's not wanted in South Africa? Does Chidimma's mother know that she's not wanted in South Africa? I think if they had maybe made that known, maybe she wouldn't have gone back. Maybe she wouldn't have gone back. Abby said, Thatmumof5, but this happens everywhere. Immigration will ignore. Exactly, I know. True. Immigration would ignore until convenient for them and can completely ruin the person. Absolutely, you are right, Abby. Chidimma should Nigerian living in South Africa. I don't understand your comment, SV. So let me read this petition, because obviously they spotted Chidimma in Cape Town as well. So there's a video of Chidimma in Cape Town, and yes, they said they wrote a petition. So they said, breaking news, Chidimma Adetshina was seen at Life Grand Cafe in Waterfront, Cape Town. After she left South Africa using unscrupulous channels, Chidimma Adetshina is seen boldly walking the street of South Africa with disregard for the laws of this country and a despicable attitude towards those she and her mother victimized in the fraud they committed. So this is coming from somebody who dropped a post on X. The Home Affairs Border Management Agency's operations are questionable. Exactly. They are questionable in all of this from when Chidimma's birth was registered. Especially since Cape Town is known for harboring international criminals. Home Affairs is enabling foreign nationals to disregard the rule of law. Let's see Gayton Mackenzie's lawyer work their magic if there was such in the first place. So this person is saying that that's a whatever that she's going against the law. And somebody also said that we South Africans need to sign a petition against Minister of Home Affairs Leon Schreiber. First, Chidimma's mother left South Africa while under investigation for fraud and identity theft. So if she knew she was being investigated, I don't think she would have come back. And this person said, now Chidimma is back in South Africa while her ID was declared invalid. He must go. He is useless. Okay. Somebody also said, we South Africa needs to sign this petition. Okay, I've already read that one. So the petition they wrote was that a viral video making the rounds on X allegedly shows their Miss Universe Africa and Oceania hanging out at a cafe in Waterfront, Cape Town, sparking fury among South Africans, with many questioning how, in quote, she managed to re-enter the country. So that's going to be another country. Question I'm going to be asking as well, like, how did she enter South Africa and the immigration did not hold her at the point of entry? Why? How did she enter? How did Chidimma's mother also enter as well, and they did not hold them at the point of entry? Charles Okoro said, Chidimma is full of herself. She's a betrayer. Nigerians showed you love, gave it, but then we can't tell her where to travel to and where to not travel to now. Charles, we can't say don't go here or don't go there. What if now work carry and go South Africa again? We can't say, only if maybe it's been put out there in the open that they don't want her back in South Africa. And I think maybe with this arrest now, maybe this is them saying they were not wanted, but obviously I don't think they know this, and then they've come back. So we can't really say, I don't quite agree with you, Charles, okay? What if now work carry and go South Africa? And if she knew that she was not wanted in South Africa, I don't think she would have gone back. So it continues saying that in October 2024, the Department of Home Affairs claimed that an investigation had found that there was prima facie evidence that Adetshina's mother they've not finished conclusion, they've not finished it. They said may have committed fraud and identity theft. The department further announced that it had cancelled Adetshina and her mother's ID and travel documents after they failed to adhere to an order to make submissions as to why their documents shouldn't be revoked. But how did they enter South Africa again? How did they enter South Africa again? Exactly, David. Saying that I wouldn't be too harsh on it. Nigeria is very hard. Exactly. So who is this? Sydney. Sydney said, we don't hate Nigerians, but we just don't like what they are doing in SA. Simple. No offense, but we have a lot of Nigerians elsewhere. It's overwhelming, Just like there are South Africans everywhere in the world. Just like there are South Africans everywhere in the world, just like there are Nigerians in the UK everywhere, just like there are Nigerians in Canada, just like there are Nigerians in US, just like there are every African in everywhere in diaspora. And I'm sure in my previous live stream, I said that if there's a figure or if the Home Affairs in your country don't want that amount of people to come in, maybe they should maybe South Africans should tighten their borders so that Nigerians don't come in the way they are trooping in. Just like the UK is doing now. The UK are saying that, oh, there's too much migrants coming in now, so they want to cut the amount of migrants that are coming in. South Africans can do the same as well. But don't say because of the fact that Nigerians are trooping into South Africa, you now want to use somebody as the Jesus of Nigeria. You now want to use somebody to eradicate Nigerians out of South Africa. It's not done that way. Maybe it's the South Africans that need to speak to their Home Affairs to say, okay, these people are too much in our country. Can you do something about the migration? Rather than you or individual people attacking. And like I said, there's a South African guy on YouTube here who is constantly coming for Nigerians, who is constantly labeling and calling Nigerians names on YouTube. So it says here that the beauty queen became a target of xenophobic attacks due to her mixed heritage. Her father is Nigerian while her mother has Mozambican roots. The situation escalated when claims of identity fraud related to her mother surfaced, prompting the department to investigate her citizenship status. Adetshina decided to step down from the SA competition and later on went to win the Miss Nigerian Beauty Pageant. So that's what that post is all about there. I'm going to drop the link here if anybody wants to come in and say one or two things. We only have an hour to spend here today, okay? We're not staying here for a very long time. So, like I said, if they are still investigating, the report I've just read now said that Chidimma's mother may have committed identity fraud. So they've not actually come to the conclusion that, yes, she committed it. So I would imagine maybe that's why she felt that she can still easily travel into South Africa. Guys, the link is in the comment section. If you want to come here and say some one or two things, please feel free to do so. And Dave Black said, I advocate for everyone in Nigeria to jackpot for better living. I'm the same. And for the fact that I advocate for people to jackpot, please do it the legal way. If you're going to come to the UK, don't come in on a visiting visa. Come in through the right channel of the visa that will allow you work, that will allow you make a living for yourself. Don't come in on a visiting visa and you want to stay. Don't, because if they catch you back home to wherever you're coming from, same thing applies to anywhere in the world that you want to jackpot to. Jackpot, but do it in the legal way. I've dropped the link in the comment section if you guys want to come onto the stage. Abby said, David, I know. I'm just saying that we can't ignore the fact that there was an error on the part of immigration. Exactly. So I don't understand. They're making it look like Chidimma's mother is the only culprit here, which is why I'm not agreeing with them. Okay, Chidimma's mother, okay, she went there to go and record, to do something, and then the details of the alleged woman that they said she claimed she has used, the same woman came again, maybe a few days afterwards, come and use the same name to register the birth, and they realized that, oh, this name has been used to register a birth, so. Why then did they not start that investigation then? Why leave it till when she entered into a pageant? Why leave it till when she entered into this pageant? So David is replying, Sydney, can you explain more? What is it exactly that Nigerians do in SA that is a big crime that indigenous SAs don't do? Thank you, Jerry. Thank you for that question. South Africa is a hub for economic growth and Nigerians pay a huge part. Absolutely. I don't think anybody goes to any country to go and be causing crime there or to go and be doing unnecessary thing. Sydney said everybody should just go. And now that's a very, very shitty thing to say, Sydney. Everyone should just go home. That's a very, very shitty thing to say, okay? And I don't actually like that. Okay? They like fighting. Okay. Karen says South Africa is their home country. They can't stop. Exactly, that's why I'm saying that even if they want to stop her from coming, have they actually Have they actually made it known to her that she's not welcome back? And what if she came in with a Nigerian passport? Okay, she does not have South African passport. So does that mean that she can't enter into South Africa again? So if a business or a job opportunity brings her back to South Africa, does that mean that they don't even want her to step foot into South African soil again? She no kill person now. Yes, I understand identity theft is a huge crime. However, from that report that I've read there, it said that her mother may have. It's not definite. It's not a confirmed crime that she has committed. They've not confirmed that she committed it. And even looking back now, this story of somebody using documentation, I've read of this story happening before in the UK. I've heard of something similar happening in the UK before. In fact, it's something that is known to have happened in the UK before, whereby people that don't have paper, they will go and use somebody's name to register the birth of their children. And then if that child now goes back to Nigeria, years later, the child can come back because the child has a British birth certificate. I've heard of it happening. It's not a good thing to do. But what if this alleged crime that they said that Chidimma's mother committed, what if she was allegedly in it with the owner of the name of the documentation? What if it's a planned work? What if the woman who came to register her baby allegedly, this is me just thinking out loud, though, I'm not saying it's a fact, though. What if both Chidimma's mother and the person who owns him allegedly have an understanding? What if? So I think the South African authorities should carry out their investigation. Obviously, they've started the investigation now. And they should just, get this shit done. And I'm sure Chidimma's mother is not the only culprit in this case. Their immigration then, or whoever, or whatever office that is responsible for registering the birth that she went to register, they're also at fault. It's just like me working with maybe DWP here in the UK. Somebody came to, or maybe I work in the registry's office or in the registrar's office. So a couple come in, they brought their baby to register the birth of their baby, and I registered the birth of their baby. And then 2 weeks later, another couple came, maybe with another woman, with the same name. I will be forced to investigate those names. I might issue the birth certificate, but I will investigate. I will investigate what address is that birth certificate being registered to. The previous lady that came with the same name, what address did she use the first time? This one that came to register again, what address did she use the second time? What ID do they bring? Because I remember here in the UK, when I went to register the birth of my child, my kids, I can't remember if I was asked to bring an ID with me as being the mother of the child. I think I was asked to bring an ID for myself to identify myself as the mother of the child. Even when I was going to put my husband's name on the children's birth certificate, I actually brought him with me because if I want them to put his name on the child's birth certificate, he has to be there. So in the UK, if you want to put a father's name on the child's certificate, the father of the child has to be present there. If the father of the child is not present, they won't put the baby's father's name on the birth certificate. So I think this investigation needs to be carried out, and they should put all sentiments aside that Nigerians and South Africans and Nigerians and South Africans. I think South Africans, you guys should just grow up, okay? You guys should just drop all this behavior of like Sidney just said here, everybody should just go home. Like everybody should just go home. Like make it make sense. Chuku says she must come back to face law, really, because the person of ID suffer and the children. Well, like I said, they said she may. It's not confirmed that she committed the offense. And yes, if they've carried out their investigation, I would imagine that if they invite her, then they'll give her enough chance to also prepare her own legal counsel. You can't just ask her to come, or you can't just grab her. You still expect her to be able to protect herself with a legal representative. The links in the comment section if anybody wants to come say something. SB said Chidimma should have taken a break after Miss SA withdrawal to sort out this case, then accept the invite to Miss Universe Nigeria, because it does not look good to represent Nigeria with such drama. You know what? She went ahead to this pageant and she came second place. If the world are actually looking at what the South Africans tried to do with her, I don't think she would have gone far in that pageant. She came second place. I don't think she would have gone far. Hello, Taiwo. Taiwo said, her mom was invited last year by the Home Affairs, but she didn't show up, and they've been looking for her since then. All right, okay. Wow, okay, that's crazy. So if they've been looking for her since then and she knows they were looking for her, why did she go back then? And at the same time, I see maybe I think the immigration in South Africa is a little bit sketchy. So how did she enter back into South Africa? Why did the immigration allow her back? Because if you are coming into the UK, if they are looking for you, I would imagine that your name will be the immigration, your name will be with the immigration officers or with the immigration officers. So which means that at any time, if you return back into the UK, your name will be flagged by the immigration system. And it's at the end port of entry that they will hold you. But in this case, she came into a house. That was where they went to go and arrest her. They don't like immigration allowed her enter South Africa. What do I know? I'm going to recommend. The link is in the comment section if anybody wants to come in and say one or two things. If not, I'm going to start rounding up. Abby is replying as we saying that this is disingenuous. Look how far she went. Taking a break for exactly like if she's taking a break, like I don't think she will have, you know what, taking a break was not even a part of it because she went ahead with that, with that pageant and she came second place, which I think people in diaspora, people who brought that show together, they look past what was happening. They look at her based on her own merits, based on what she represents, not necessarily because of the drama that South Africans are trying to create for her. Abby said, don't mind them. Nigerians add to their economy and they are jealous. Mr. Patrick already said that South Africans are jealous, but I don't know why they are jealous. I don't know why they are jealous. Because at the end of the day, everywhere that we go to, we all contribute. Just like how Nigerians are in diaspora, how migrants are in the UK. We contribute. We contribute. So this is the link to the show. If you want to say one or two things, please feel free to jump in. And Abby said, no country is perfect. No country is perfect. Always attributing crime to Nigerians as indigenous. They always do that, Cello said, don't blame South Africans for cleaning their yards, Sisi. They know who are people. They know who are people known to steal people's identity in SA. Well, if it is something that happens all the time, maybe something needs to be done by the SA authorities to prevent that from happening. If it's something that is happening all the time, then maybe something has to be done. Like I said here in the UK, if you want to register the birth of your child, you have to bring your ID card. And if you want the name of the father to be on the birth certificate, the father of the baby has to come with you. And both of you will have to bring your ID with you. Because it's the ID they're going to use to confirm the name. And then they put the name onto the birth certificate of the child. And blessing, her mother has been arrested for the crime. Well, the news I've just read here said that she may have committed the crime because they are still carrying out investigation. So it's not been put out there that she committed the crime. They are still carrying out their investigation. Blessing. Chuku said this was CRC fraud. Just like I said, that if this is happening a lot in South Africa, then I think the South African authorities need to find means of making sure this does not happen or it stops happening. Toba said, I have been to South A before and I know that many Nigerians are very hardworking. Thank you. They go through so many things to make things. Thank you so much. I would love for people like this to come out here and defend ourselves. I don't think there's anybody who will leave their own country to go to diaspora and want to go and be causing nuisance there. It's just like me being a Nigerian here. Why do I want to be in the UK and be causing nuisance and be creating unnecessary issues for myself? Nobody leaves their original home of their original country of abode and go to a country where they are obviously living temporarily or living to make a living to go and be committing crimes there. Nobody think of that. That is not always going to be the first thing that somebody wants to think. Me coming to the UK, I don't say that, oh, now that I'm in the UK, I want to continue to commit this, I want to continue to do that. No. That's why I tell everyone should go. But thank you so much, Abby, for doing that. Blessing said, it is easy to defend Chidimma because we are not the ones with our identity, with our identity was stolen. Like I said, Blessing, listen carefully and go and read that post again. They've not come out to say our mother committed the crime. They said she may have. It's not she committed it. English is difficult for some people, and I'm trying to make it easy for you guys, okay? And Blessing, stress off so you don't get timed out. Blessing, can you hear that she's advocating for exactly to be carried out? They just don't listen. They'll just come out here and start saying blah 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 blah. Taiwo said they invited her mom to come clear herself last year, but she didn't show up. Then they declared her wanted. Okay, so if she knew, my question now to you, Taiwo, if she knew she was declared wanted, why did she go back to South Africa? If they declared her wanted, why did she go back to South Africa? And how did she get into South Africa from the immigration port of entry? No be airport she carry enter South Africa. Or is there another means of entering to South Africa from where she's traveled from? Why did immigration allow her in? They could have either hold her at the point of entry into South Africa or turn her back if she was wanted. So I don't believe that narrative that she was wanted or declared wanted. South African laws should be respected, and you can't force your country's laws into South Africa. Blessing, nobody's forcing any bloody thing in South Africa. And meanwhile, South Africa is not even the South Africa is not even the world that we should be. It's not even a country that we should be carrying on our head. Like, what's so special about South Africa? Blessing, don't make me speak something about you, South Africans. So, what law? What law? Look at what happened to those black South Africans 3 years ago. How many months ago? The people that you've given your country to, look at how they are treating you people that own South Africa. They fed South Africans to pigs. Look at how they are treating you, homeowners. People who came to borrow place for our country. Look at what they did to those 2 South African ladies, threw them to pigs. Don't get me started, Blessing. Even if the mother committed immigration fraud, have they gone about exactly? They've not gone through the right way, and nobody's advocating or saying that what she did was right. Let them carry out their investigation, and if they've concluded the investigation and they've announced that, say, okay, yes, she's been found guilty, then we know she's been found guilty. But the investigation is still going on. She may have. And if they declared her wanted, why did they allow her into South Africa anyways? Why did immigration allow? Which means that your immigration services in South Africa is shitty. Your immigration system in South Africa is poor. If they actually declared her wanted, why was her name not flagged up on the immigration, or did they not stamp or scan her passport when she was coming to South Africa? I'm not reading your comment anymore, Blessing. Lee said, South Africa isn't our own country. If that was the case, she wouldn't have left because she would have been rendered stateless. That on its own would have forced the government to grant ID. I don't understand that comment. Abby said, because they wanted to embarrass her and make it a big issue. Blessing, I think you are out of scope here. What investigation has been done? Did you know? Maybe I should play the video back where they are saying that they are still conducting investigation. I think English is hard for some people. Leo said, also, it was a shock when we heard that she left the country and how she obtained Nigerian citizenship. Where it's been alleged that Chidimma's father is a Nigerian. So originally, she'll be a Nigerian by birth because through her dad. Exactly. Thank you, Abby. Help me explain to them. Her dad is Nigerian, so she will automatically obtain a Nigerian citizenship because her father is a Nigerian. Lee, it doesn't matter if she had that way before. For the fact that her father is a Nigerian, she is automatically going to be able to claim her Nigerian citizenship because her father is a Nigerian originally. So it doesn't matter if it is in 70 years' time that she came to apply for Nigerian citizenship, but as long as her father is a Nigerian, she can claim her father's origin. Thank you so much, Mr. Paddy. Please like and share this live stream, guys. I don't think I'm going to be allowing new people onto my live stream to call. I see somebody trying to get on here because I can see some people are already trying to be rude already. Lisa, girl was stateless where this case arose. She is not stateless. The thing is that she's always resided in South Africa all her life. She has a Nigerian father. If she chose to come back to Nigeria at any point in her life, she'll be able to obtain her citizenship. In fact, it's not even a matter of obtain. Her father is a Nigerian citizen, so she's automatically a Nigerian citizen. Please, though, if you are speaking South Africa, speak the English that we understand, okay? Because we are speaking English here. If you are South African in the house, please speak in English. I can't read South African, okay? It does not matter. At the end of the day, South Africa is not Kutuwenji. South Africa is not America. South Africa is not the world richest. So South Africans, you guys should go and be resting. You know, not get joy, you. You South Africans in the comment section, ni joy at all. You know, not get joys at all. You know, not get joy at all. Lee, you are speaking trash. Get the F out of here. Get the F out of here. You South Africans that are crying in the comment section, you can keep crying because you don't know how to hold. You don't know how to hold conversations at all. You come here and start saying kiki. Like, what's the bloody meaning of kiki? What's the meaning of kiki that you guys will just come and what's the meaning of Iwena? When you want to have a conversation with me, have a proper conversation with me here, okay? Don't come and be I'll come and be constituting nuisance. David Black said, South Africans has over 80% Black Africans, yes, 70% white people hold over. Thank you. Let me educate them. Let us not say stay these tribal country games you want to play. I won't drag them. Exactly. You know, I'm trying not to drag them. I'm trying to make us have like a respected or respectable conversation amongst ourselves here to try and understand one another. Like I said from the beginning, you know, Nigeria and Ghana used to have it tough before, but now look at the relationship now. So Nigeria and South Africa having it tough now, it's not a new thing. But then if we are trying to have conversation here and they're coming here and constituting their aid for Nigerians, then South Africans, some of you in this comment should get the F, man. You should all get the fuck. Okay, because South Africa is not, what is in South Africa? What is there? Radiant, I've blocked her, Jare. I've blocked the Yeye. That one is not a blessing. She's a curse. Exactly. They should leave her alone. They should leave her alone. The South Africans, I think they were dragging this matter. Let them investigate the case. And if they found her mother guilty of the offense, then, like I said, the Home Office, Home Affairs in their country also has a fault as well because they will, like I said, a second woman came with the same name to register a baby. Why then did they not investigate that case years ago? Why leave it if they were not corrupt themselves? Mandla said, "Is the news late in the UK as a mother has been arrested?" Well, they only just released that news here. I only just found like an hour ago. Yeah, I only just found out news about her being arrested an hour ago. So maybe I don't know for how long she's been arrested, but that news was I've only just found like an hour ago. Mr. Patrick said, the bottom line is contesting for Miss SA. She has a purpose that cannot be truncated by anyone, not even Citizenship. Exactly. But there is a hard pill for them to swallow. The way SA are dragging us Nigeria, not be small. Like I said, there's a South African boy on this YouTube. I swear to God, I've tried my best not to go to her channel. There was one time I came across her video and I was like, say what's happened? Torikini, what Nigerians do? The way you badmouth Nigerians, it calls Nigerians criminals. It calls Nigerians all sorts of names. I've tried my best not to actually sit down and do a video based on his content because I was just like, it doesn't deserve my time. There was a lady here last year who was giving him back to back. A Nigerian lady who was giving him woto. Lane Mado says she was being bullied because she's a Nigerian. Absolutely. So why can you question her citizenship as I tire? That's why I say, if let's say English add some of these South African people. Her father is a known Nigerian. So there's no debate, there's no doubt about her citizenship as a Nigerian or not. Okay, South Africa, and I'm not saying I don't want her. But she should be free to enter South Africa with a Nigerian passport, right? Or except you are saying that you don't want her at all on the soil of South Africa. But I don't think that should be allowed. That should be allowed. I don't think that should be allowed because she not buy anybody now. She not buy in her president. She not buy anybody. Yeah, the crime in this case was allegedly committed by her mother. Why should she be disciplined or punished for her mother's alleged crime? Shego, I've already removed the one that was telling me Iwena. What is Iwena? And they will say kiki. What's the meaning of kiki? Iwena, kiki. Somebody was speaking South African in the comment section now. I've removed it. What do you mean, Shegun? Somebody was speaking South African, was dropping South African comment in the comment. And I was like, come, speak English. Speak the one that can, like, drop your comment in English that I can read and understand. Alice, if they don't go home, go and drag them back. It seems some of you don't have job. The job that some of you are supposed to be doing, and Nigerians, they do it for now. If Nigerians don't go home, go and drag them back. Go and drag them home. Since most of you are jobless anyways. Let our mother go to court. And if she's been found, if she was found to have committed a crime, fine. But somebody cannot know you are doing a case against them, and all of you are just crying wah, wah, woo, wah, wah, woo, wah, wah, woo, up and down. On top what? Your own affairs are not innocent either way, because for the fact that they allegedly Chidimma's mother, registered her birth, and another woman came with the same name. Why did the officer? That's the question. You South Africans that are watching me. Why then did the Office of Home Affairs not investigate it then years ago? It doesn't matter if I'm abroad and if you are home. It does not matter. Your Home Affairs, they are not innocent either. Why wait till Chidimma was going to represent South Africa? Why wait? Years ago, when that crime was being allegedly committed, why did your Home Affairs not investigate it? Why? I beg, Mona Vamus. David Black said, Alice, okay, they are taking her to court. That's fine. Let's follow the due process. But why are you and others so mad at Nigerians? Exactly. Because one person allegedly commit a crime, now they must criticize, they must crucify all Nigerians because of one person's offense. Like, make it make sense. Make it make sense. What crime has Nigerians committed? There was a time that it was alleged that some police officers allegedly went to go and rob a rich Nigerian music artist in South Africa. There was nothing that my ear did not hear. Oh, how can that Nigerian artist afford such jewelry that they stole from him? Are we sure he's not into something? So you guys don't think that Nigerians could be rich in South Africa? Or it's just like being in the UK and you're saying that Nigerians in the UK cannot. Like, I know Nigerians who are who are into multiple property businesses. So are you not saying that because they are Nigerians can never be rich in diaspora? So is that what South Africans are saying? So because this man was rich, so Nigerians cannot be rich in South Africa? Or because some group of Nigerians that you've known or that have been reported to have committed a certain crime now mean that you will now paint all Nigerians with the same brush? Where is that done? Second, say my point was South Africa is not a language. It's not like, I don't know. But whatever I saw in the comment section was definitely not English. Hello, Biajulu. Hello, my size. It's so hard to catch you live these days. So good to see this now. It's been a while. How are you? I know. Normally, most of my live stream at 7 p.m. UK time. And if you turn on, see when you subscribe, there's a bell beside the subscription button. If you click on that bell and select all, you'll be notified of anytime I upload a video or anytime I come live. It's good to see you again. People don't just go to prison until they are found guilty of a crime. Okay, Alice. Nobody's arguing whether she's going to prison or not. If she's found guilty, and if prison is the way of paying for the crime, so be it. But then, does the offense of do you have to paint all Nigerians with the same brush because one person allegedly committed a certain offense? So because in the UK now, because they arrested a Nigerian nurse that was stealing medication, does that mean that every Nigerian nurse in the UK must be painted with the same brush that they all steal medication? Like, make it make sense. Shegun, please respect yourself, okay? Respect yourself. I told you somebody wrote something whatever in the comment section, which I believe is South African whatever, because it definitely was not English. So how am I being biased? Can you get the fuck off my page? Because I don't understand. Somebody dropped something that I don't understand that is not readable in English. And I said that don't drop South African language here. Write English that I'll be able to read. and you've come back and forth, back and forth on that. Like, what else do you want me to say? I saw something that it's not English, and I pointed out that this is not English language. Write something I can read in English, and that's now a freaking problem for you. Dave Black said, Alice, if she committed a crime, she deserves to go to prison. If she's found guilty, if going to prison means that if prison is the punishment for such crime, so be it. At least investigation has been carried out and she's been found guilty, because as the report that I read there, the report said she may. It's different from she committed. She may have. She may have does not mean she's guilty. Lynn said to me, this fight is just based on the fact that one side of these people are lazy and the other side, the people are so hardworking. I'm not a Nigerian, but they're hardworking people. Thank you so much, Lynn, for that. I really appreciate that. At least now one person lose identity. Now billions of South Africans they cry. So you to go and rest. David said, let's be honest, SA don't like Nigeria. See, David Black, just type South African into the search comment on YouTube. I'm sure YouTube will bring the video of that boy that is bad-mouthing Nigerians. And this is not bad-mouthing, say one video. All the content on this page are about Nigerians. All the content on this page is about bad-mouthing Nigerians. Why? Because one person allegedly committed an offense. And then it will bring here, South Africans are taking all our jobs. South Africans are taking all of our houses. South Africans are committing this. Nigerians are taking all of our jobs. Nigerians are taking all of our houses. And Nigerians will take a house and they will rent it again. That how can a Nigerian have a house and be renting the house to a South African? Blah, 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 blah. Like, it's like me being in the UK. I have a mortgage. So I can't rent my house being a Nigerian to a British man or to a white man. So because I am an African man, because I'm a Nigerian woman in the UK and I have my own house that I've already mortgaged, so I can't rent it to a white man because it is his country. So that kind of useless mentality talk. Taiwo said, to be honest, social media and the reality South Africa is different. Some people are just bitter. Let them be bitter. As time goes on, they will go and hug Transformer. Because, like I said, truth be said, it does not make sense trying to paint one person with the same brush or paint everybody of a certain country with the same brush. So just because allegedly Chidimma's mother has committed that crime now means that you now paint all Nigerians as fraudsters. You now paint all Nigerians as criminals. You now paint all... It's just like here in diaspora now, they are saying that when there was issue of all these radicalized people, there are a few people that are radicalized. Should they now say that all the people from that country are now radicalized? No. Because at the end of the day, when people commit offense, you judge them based on each case. You just don't paint all of them. You don't say, oh, because they are all from Pakistan, you paint them, they are all the same. So because one person from Nigeria committed fraud, so everybody from Nigeria, they are all fraudsters. David said, how did you lose your identity with this case? Can you explain more? They won't be able to explain. Senga said, I watched the guy and pass. I don't want to. Me, I've been very, very good. I've not been watching. I know YouTube will recommend his videos. I just scroll by because if I watch any of his video, trust me, I will set ring light for him. I will set ring light for him, but I don't want to give him that. I don't want to do that. It will make money. Exactly, it will make money, but I don't want to, there's no point fighting that. There's so many things going on in the world for us to put our energy into. Mandela said, hopefully Chidimma's child is not with. I think from that report I read, they said the child is going to be handed over to, but if Chidimma is in South Africa, then I will expect her to go and claim a child. Because let me find that post again. So from that post now, they said they were going to be, that the social services are going to have the child. So they said, where's that post again? Because I saw it earlier on. I can't find that post now. Let me find it. Because they said that the news said they found Adetshina's young child, and the child is going to be handed over to the social services according to the post. So the post said the Home Affairs is further liaising with the Department of Social Development and SAP's Child Protection Unit as it relates to protecting the interest of the underage child. So if they are saying that Chidimma was is in Cape Town, so why would they not want to give her child back to her? I would imagine they will allow her have access to her. So guys, I'm gonna quickly read the comment and I'll round up because I've got church tomorrow, so I should be bare in bed by now. So Alice said, my friend lost his identity to a Nigerian. You guys will never understand how. Alice, go and rest, Biko. SA people are like the African Americans here in the US. They act like they have a bone to pick with Nigerians. Let them continue. Now them go tire. Now them go tire. Let them keep talking. Now them go tire. Nigerians will always reside in South Africa. Now them go tire. You guys remember that story of that young girl that they told her they sent her home to go and tell her parents to go and pay school fees. Let them keep beating me. Now they go tire. They go beat me well. Now them go tire. So South Africans, now you go tire. English, like I said, English is hard for some people to read and English is hard for some people to understand. So arrested in South Africa, not South African. Like Ogunka, are you all right? Did you miss your medication this night? I would advise go and take your medication, have a quick nap, and then you can come back. Okay? Time is coming when white South African will broke away with the money and black. South African will poor and be broken. They will have need Africa. They won't understand now. They think they are at the top of the world and they can do as they like. But let them continue. The black said, sorry to your friend, we don't support 419 identity. Like me here, if you go to my channel, I call out Nigerians that do dirty stuff. Either they arrest them because I don't tolerate such, and I would never climb behind any Nigerian that is doing so. If I see any of such news here in the UK that is being shared, I bring it out here to say, no, these are the kind of people that I know are disgracing Nigerians in diaspora, that all Nigerians, like, they're hardworking Nigerians. They are Nigerians who are in the UK or in diaspora, who are surgeons, who are doctors, who are doing great. So those ones that are going into the line of fraudster, being in the line of frauding people, I'm not a fraudster. I have my job. I'm happy. I'll happily go to work to earn my money. Why would I want to fraud somebody when I know that the money that I want to fraud them for, they're also working to have that money? So why do I want to fraud them of their own money? And so just because one Nigerian now fraud somebody now, you now want to paint all Nigerians as fraudsters. But they will side with exactly they will. Now we're talking about those black South Africans, those white South Africans those white South Africans unalive them and threw them into a pig's den. They did not cry, they did not cry. Comfort say hello, Comfort says South Africans. It's been long I've heard that being written like that. Are trying to change the narrative as if the mother is in Chidimma's mother is not a Nigerian. Okay, at the end of the day, so it's really not about Nigerians. Chidimma's mother, exactly. Thank you so much, Comfort, for bringing that. Chidimma's mother is not a Nigerian. The question is, how did Chidimma get into South Africa without? Exactly. That's what I've been saying. That which means if she was able to get in, and if her mother was able to get in, then their border control is shitty as well. They have a shitty border control. And somebody here said that she was declared wanted. If she was declared wanted, when she was about to enter into South Africa from the airport she came in through, why was her name not flagging up on the immigration system when they scanned her passport or whatever documentation she entered the country with? Why? So even their authorities, their way is no clean. Guys, I'm rounding up, okay? Like I said, you people don't know what they don't know. Like I said, they will go and majority of them will go and all transform as time goes on. They will go and all transform as time goes on. My own is let the case be followed, let the case go through its natural process. If she's found guilty, fine, let her pay the punishment of the offense she committed. And if she's not found guilty, then they should let her be. And at the end of the day, I don't understand why they want to banish Chidimma from entering South Africa anyway. What if job prospect brings her there? David Black said, I know for a fact SA men 880 Nigerian men because SA women fight. David Black, this is what you are talking. Now them sabi. At the end of the day, I understand that identity fraud is a huge crime. I will not condone that being done. And just because somebody did such does not mean that you tarnish everybody with the same brush. And also, just like Comfort said there, that Chidimma's mother is not even Nigerian. So why are you calling out Nigerians? Why? Chidimma's mother is not Nigerian. She has Mozambican roots. Go and drag the Mozambicans. Why are you dragging Nigerians? You people just don't like Nigerians for nothing. You just don't like Nigerians for. At the end of the day, you human beings, we are like birds. We flock everywhere. You can't tell a bird like, "Oh, you bird, don't fly there. You can only fly within this vicinity." You can't. You can't. And just like the way Nigerians are traveling abroad everywhere, that's the same way South Africans are traveling as well. People are, you can move everywhere. You can move anywhere you want to go to. And here I am, team, migrate to wherever you want to go. But do it the legal way. Legal way, which means that if police stops you at any time, you are able to, identify yourself, telling them that you have the right to be in this country. Me, I'm against going through the back door or through the illegal. I would never support anything illegal. And if you go through my videos on my channel, that's what I preach. I've even fallen out with a lot of people here because I've advised them traveling to this country. I've advised them against traveling to this country on the visiting visa. Because some of them want to travel here on the visiting visa and they don't want to go back. And I'm like, what kind of life would you live? You won't be able to work. Your passport says no recourse to public funds. So if you're not able to work, how do you want to pay your bills? How do you want to pay your rent? So I would always advocate that wherever you want to go in the world, wherever you want to travel to, make sure you enter through the legal channel. Do it with the legal documentation. They wouldn't dare mention that her mother is exactly. In fact, exactly. Thank you so much. Chidimma mama, South Africans that are watching, Chidimma mother is not a Nigerian. Okay, Chidimma's mother is not Nigerian. She has, according to the report that your offices released, she has Mozambican roots. So go and drag Mozambicans. Leave Nigerians alone. And at the end of the day, like I said before, you guys know now the fight between Nigerians and Ghanaians. It was pretty much like this. But look at the relationship between Nigerians and Ghanaians now. So I believe this fight between South Africans and Nigerians is going to get better. Because there's a lot of shitty things going on in the world for black on blacks to be doing this to ourselves. If we as black on blacks are doing this to ourselves, what do you expect the white folks to do to us? You expect the white folks to treat us better when we as blacks, we are doing this to ourselves. What are we showing to the people that we are, emigrating to their countries? I am sure I shared a similar video about I think that video is going to go live on my channel tomorrow or something, about a certain migrant saying to another migrant to go back to his country. And the person that is telling this migrant to go back to his country, she's also a migrant. How can a Pakistani be telling another Pakistani to go back to her country? And I'm like, is that not madness? You were both born here, fine, but you are not originally British or Britons. So which means that your parents both emigrated into this country. So why is black on blacks? Why? So a Nigerian is in South Africa and South Africans are hating. So if both South Africans and Nigerians are in the UK and they could see that both of you are hating, what do you expect the white man to do seeing both of you? Guys, let me quickly drop a message here. So why are we doing that? If we as blacks don't like ourselves and we now meet in the diaspora and we still don't like ourselves, you expect the white man to like us? Think about it. Alice said, we as black South Africans, we know the struggle and we will never leave our homeland, whether whites leave or not. I have nothing against Nigerians too. By the way, you look beautiful. Thank you so much, Alice. I've heard you. And I want you to understand, Alice, that people leave to go somewhere for better opportunities. Okay, hence why I said that human beings, you can't really say we really can't restrict human beings to a certain place. Human beings can move anywhere in the world, and we all move for several reasons. Okay, we all move for several reasons. If you decide to stay in South Africa, it's your choice. It's your choice. Okay, it's your choice, and I'm not faulting you for that. And also, don't fault people that come into your country. You deciding to stay in South Africa is your choice. You decide to stay. Others who are living their own country, if they have the choice not to leave, if things are better where they are living, they won't find anywhere else to go. They won't find anywhere else to go. David Black is replying, Alice, say, kindly have several SA migrate to other countries for better pasture as well. Stop lying. Yes, Nigerians does it at the IRA, but don't lie that SA don't japa. And Namani said, the racism in Nigeria is the worst. How? The war racism is in Nigeria. How? Where did you get that from? Where is your fact? Where did you get that from? You're talking about tribalism. Like I said, the only time I've seen tribalism was late last year during all this election. I've never seen tribalism in Nigeria as terrible the way it was last year. Prior to that, I've never seen any tribalistic issues. And I don't want to talk about tribalistic because this is not about Nigerians being tribalistic, okay? We are talking about another African country hating on another African country. So what happened between white South Africans and black South Africans? What do you want to call that? So this is not about tribalism in Nigeria. This is about SA and Nigeria, okay? What about the stuff that is going on between South Africans, white South Africans, and black South Africans? Because from what I've read, there's a certain place that black South Africans can never enter, but white South Africans can go everywhere. There are certain restaurants that black South Africans cannot enter. Make it make sense. Abby said, don't mind you. Nigerian's population is vast, so it will seem as though we migrate more. Francis said, why don't you comment on the UK palava with the conservative? I already do that, Francis. There's lots of videos about what is going on in UK with Kemi Badenoch. You're probably new to my channel. I've got about 4 videos about Kemi Badenoch, so go help yourself to those ones, okay? Yeah, Mali said, I bet there's one Nigerian male somewhere in Korea. To be honest, we want Nigerian females, not males. We have enough males here in South Africa. You guys are not exporting females. Nigerian males move a lot. I agree. Nigerian males move a lot. Okay. Nigerian, and I don't know how that is. But yes, Nigerian males move a lot as compared to the females. I don't know the reason behind or the logic behind it, but yeah, that happens. Yeah, David Black, it means tribalism. Thank you, Jariabi. That's why I said maybe it's new. I'm sure looking at my channel, I've got about 4 videos of Kemi Badenoch. Yeah, 5. In fact, 5. Go knock yourself out with them. Abby, exporting. Guys, I said I was only going to be here for an hour. It's now maybe I'll just do another 17 minutes, make it an hour and a half, and then I'll round up because I need to go to bed. There's church tomorrow. I have church tomorrow. Abby, she wants them to export African women. David Black said, Mom, I don't mean to change topic, but why is Kemi doing what she's doing? I am shocked that I know that. Anyways, Kemi a migrant herself. The channel she's trying to shut now, she came in through the same route. And I think I know the people that Kemi are really, really targeting. But it's we Nigerians that are shouting. I think we all know, you and I, David, you and I know the real people that are trooping into the UK, that are trying to change this country from a Christian country to what it's not. David Black, I don't want to say too much. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here. I think this government knows the people they are targeting, allegedly. Let me put it that way. Is it Nigerians that want to come and say, we want 100 mosques in Peckham? I won't say more than that. I hope you grab what I've said there. So I think this government knows the people they are actually targeting, but it's Nigerians. Nigerians are talking because they felt like Kemi is our own. Kemi is Nigerian. Born to Nigerian parents. So she's Nigerian. So hence when Nigerians are the ones talking like, how can you? And me, let's not lie. The things she said about stuff happening in Nigeria, you and I know is the truth. In fact, there's a video I'm going to do shortly about police and soldier fighting on the street of Lagos with weapons in their hands, and they are meant to be the one to protect civilians. Two Olokpa, they were actually wearing a few of them were wearing black uniform, which I believe maybe they are police, and others were wearing like maybe soldier of like black and white check or black and white soldier uniforms. They were practically fighting each other, like 4 of them facing each other with their guns on their shoulder. They were fighting. So those are the people that are meant to protect citizens. So those are the kind of people that Kemi are talking about. That those kind of things happen in Nigeria. It's not a lie now. Those things she's mentioned that she experienced, it's not a lie. So I just don't like the fact that every time she goes on any interview, she's using Nigerians to score points. That's also the only thing I'm going to say. And it will be a hard break if she's conservative no enter, because if conservative no enter, they don't win this election. People will so drag her. They will so drag her. But let's leave it at that. Let's leave it at that. Ali said Nigeria. I'm actually going to plan a holiday to South Africa sometime next year. Nigeria. I'm trying to scroll up this comment, but it's not going up. I don't know why that's not going up. So Abby said, Alice, please stop being obtuse. Nigeria is beautiful. Surely you've heard a lot more. Dave Black said, I get you and agree with it. Thank you so much. You saw the video. Hey, I'm going to react to the video. So I'll probably react to it and drop a video sometimes during the course of the week, because I'm returning back. I've been off from work for a week. My annual leave is ending on Monday. So I'm going back to work on Monday. I've been off for a week. That enjoyment, it suits me well. Taiwo said, Nigerian women move more to Western nations where there are more opportunities and secured. Okay, right. So Alice, who was asking earlier on, you heard that now. Okay. Abby said, I also need to reiterate that it will always seem like Nigerians speak a lot more because of our social media. Exactly, due to our population here, Nigerians speak a lot more. You all remember that time when BBC did that interview, that guy was like, Nigerians are not coming here to study. They are just coming here to do this, to do that. They have to use one of us to come and blow the bubble. Same thing that the conservatives are using Kemi for. No white man will come out and say those things that Kemi is saying. Because yes, we will all pull the race card. Say, that's racism, this is that. But because they know that it's Kemi that will be able to deal. That's why they are pushing Kemi to come and do all the talks. Francis said, Alice wrote, why Nigerians are leaving the country. Can you tell us? I live in Sweden. I came here for about 40 years ago. People move everywhere. I've been in Scotland for 20 years. And do you know how many more Nigerians have entered this country afterwards? People move for so many reasons. So people come for greener pastures, for education, to better their lives. And I've always said it here, if our own, well, today's topic is not really about Nigeria anyway, so let's not, I'm not giving this, some South Africans that have been here, I'm not giving them the chance to come and be talking to us anyhow. So people have a tendency to migrate anywhere in the world they want to go, and they have every reason, they have their own personal reasons for migrating to wherever they deem fit. And I'm not going to stop somebody who wants to migrate just because, no, I'm not going to stop them if that is what they want for themselves. So why would I stop them? All I would say is, if you want to migrate anywhere in the world, do it in the legal way. Travel with the legal documentation. If you plan on working and living where you are going, apply through the right visa. Apply for the right visa that will allow you work, okay? Don't go and be cutting corners. Like the live stream, guys. At least if you don't want to subscribe, like it. And I'm hoping you will subscribe, because we are trying to have a matured conversation here. Be respectful to one another, okay? Abby said, also, because we are Nigerian, we will come across more news from our home. That's how the algorithm works. Absolutely. Abby said, I cancelled my holiday to South Africa last year because I don't think they deserve my money. So for now, no. There was a story of a Nigerian that went to South Africa, and I think she was molested and assaulted. I think I heard that story about 2 years ago, and she was desperate. She was seriously canvassing that people should not go on holidays to South Africa, and people were like, of all places in South Africa, like, okay, I'm not using this to share South Africa, but obviously, because of what Abby said there, she actually canvassed that people should not go to South Africa. That South Africa is not safe to go on holiday or something like that. So, I mean, I think maybe it was about 2 or 3 years ago that I saw that news. That she said she was robbed, and even one of the hotel staff tried to grope her or something. It was a shitty story like that. So, yeah, guys, like this live stream, guys. I'm rounding up now. Another 10 minutes to go. So I'm going to start winding down. Okay, like the live stream, share, subscribe. Okay, subscribe if you've not yet subscribed. Follow me on my vlog channel. Subscribe if you've not subscribed yet. We are always having matured conversation here. Okay, at the end of, like I said, it's totally wrong if we blacks on blacks are doing this to ourselves, and if we now meet in diaspora, how do we want the people who host the diaspora we've come to, how do we want them to behave or react towards us? So yeah, that's one of the things that I'm on about. So if it's been investigated, or from the court case, if they find that Chidimma's mother is guilty, well, let her be let her face the consequences of what she's done. If she's not found guilty, then so be it. At the end of the day, like I said, Chidimma's mother is not Nigerian, so I don't know why they were making like, Nigerians. So South Africa, please, South Africans, Chidimma's mother is not Nigerian. She's Mozambique. Drag Mozambicans. Okay, drag Mozambicans. Please, drag them. And I would never advocate for people doing shitty things like that. If I see any country that I thought that is doing something shitty, I would drag them. Me, I'm not for covering things when it's actually happening. Okay. Alice said, I had a Nigerian friend from Port Harcourt, if I'm not mistaken, and a wife from Lagos. Seriously, it's a beautiful country and not so much to offer. I was planning a trip to Kaduna before COVID. If you're going to go to Kaduna, be very, very careful, because the northern part of Nigeria is not as safe as it used to be. Okay, that's just one advice I'm going to give you there. Anyway, guys, I'm rounding up. This is my vlog channel. It's called Wemi Space. Please kindly subscribe. I share vlogs there. Okay, there's going to be a vlog. There's going to be a sit-down video, like a shopping haul. I'm looking at the shopping, like I made a shopping order on Zara, and I'm looking at the box there. I've not even opened the box yet, but I'll film the video at some point. Okay, have a great evening, Radiant. Thank you for coming. And if you've got any business collaborations for me, any business idea you want to advertise on my channel, you can DM me on my email. If you have any collaborations for me, either you've got a business or you've got a brand you want me to talk about on my channel, feel free to DM me. I can do it at affordable price. Okay, we don't charge you exorbitant price. Or if you have a product you want me to try on and showcase my members, okay, no, affordable price, we do it there. And also you can follow me on Instagram as thatmom5. I'm thatmom5 on Instagram. Okay, and also follow me on TikTok, just doing me, where I've been sharing of my weight loss journey. Like I said on Monday there, since December 4th, or since the 1st of December, I have lost 16 pounds. Yes, I've lost 16 pounds since December. So go follow me on TikTok. I've been sharing what I do there to lose weight. Okay. And Francis said, I like the way you analyze the Unizik problems. I hope to check you out when you're. Thank you so much, friends. In fact, there's an update on that Unizik thing. Oh. They wrote a letter to commend the lecturer. I think we will do this on the live stream. They wrote a letter to appreciate the calmness of the lecturer. And I'm reading at the comments on that video. People are like, oh, I'm being biased. Like, how am I being biased? I came in the aspect of, one, as somebody who has gone to school before in Nigeria, and people are like, "Oh, you said you did not school in Nigeria." Well, I went to LASU to study diploma in law. I was only there for a semester. So if you think that is schooling in Nigeria, that's why I said I did not school in Nigeria. Yeah, I had my secondary school education in Nigeria, but university, I did not do it in Nigeria. I was only in LASU, what's it called, for a semester. So I don't regard that as me schooling in Nigeria. So people are like, oh, but you said you did not school in Nigeria, blah 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 blah. So with that being said, I was looking at the comment, people were like, I am being biased. How was I being biased? I came in as if I was a lecturer, or if I was a teacher, or if I was somebody in an academic. What that girl did was absolutely wrong. You don't necessarily have to know who that person is. That man does not necessarily have to be a lecturer for you to accord him respect. You beat him, you slapped and tore his clothes. Like, make it make sense. And then I based my analysis based as a fact that I am a parent as well. And I've got a child of similar to her age, who is also in university. You know what? This is not about but then I think I'll do a live stream. Yes, they actually wrote a letter to commend the lab lecturer for for being calm through everything. So I'm sure the school not be just one person sit down to analyze the case. Lots of people sat down to analyze the case. I decided to rusticate the girl. So Johnny said, Abby, South Africans don't want to. Oh, you're welcome, Francis. Abby said, Johnny, don't worry. I'm well traveled and have dual citizenship, British, but I'm not begging to be in your country. You should be ashamed. I'm a woman and don't feel safe coming to your country. Exactly. Actually, like I said, there's a lot of videos. There's no point going to go and grab. I can go and Google and go and find those videos there so that you South Africans will see it. They were like I said, that video that I saw was of a young lady who went. I think maybe she was turning 25 and she decided to go to South Africa. She actually came to say that she would not advise young single ladies to go on their own on all this South Africa. So Bobby said, I will not go as a tourist to spend my money rather than convince me otherwise. You have been a dim. I'm proving my point. Hello, Cindy Manuel. I'm just rounding up, guys. No, zero observability, exactly zero hospitality. You are quite right, Abby. So if you want to go to Nigeria, the northern part of Nigeria is not the safest part of Nigeria, okay? So be very, very careful. Be very, very careful. That's what I said earlier. And I think that's what Abby's trying to tell you as well. The northern part of Nigeria is not safe. So be very, very careful. You might decide to go and stay for yourself, but if you're going to do so, be very, very careful. Okay. Anyway, guys, this is the end of today's show. Like I said, if Chidimma's mother is found guilty, let her be punished for the offense. And also, those people that were in that office years ago that saw that alleged crime being committed, they decided not to do anything about it. They should also. I should not go. Okay. You're saying Alice should not go. I mean, she might. Yeah, you can. Lagos is fine, but just avoid the northern part of Nigeria. Except you have security, like you have people that will go with you 24/7 to where you are going. If not, don't go alone. Or if you want to go with people. Don't go alone. That's just my advice. I mean, I can't. If you really want to go, if you have your reason for wanting to go there, I can't say do not go, but just don't travel there alone. Okay, don't travel there alone. It's not safe. It's not safe. So with that being said, guys, I'm just going to round up here. Like I said, if Chidimma's mother is found guilty of the crime, let her face the consequence. And also, then South African Home Affairs, your office needs to be reshuffled. Okay, things have to be much more stricter. Things have to change because I don't understand why that event happened years ago. They did not do anything about it. It's not until they realize that, oh, she's a Nigerian. A Nigerian wants to contest as a queen, and they decide to drag all of these shenanigans. And also, I am not of the opinion that a parent's sins should not be vetted out on the child. Chidimma should not be paying for the sins of her parents because when that incident was being committed, she was not even aware. She was a child. So are you now saying that she should also be held accountable for the offense that her parents allegedly or the offense that her mother allegedly committed? No, it does not make sense because as a child, there was no way she could have corrected what was being done. So I don't think that it's right or it was right that she was dragged the way South Africans dragged her. It was if the alleged crime, it was her mother that was involved in it. So let the mother face the crime. And yes, if she's found guilty, let her bear the consequences of the offense. And if she's not found guilty, then let her be. Okay? That's just all I'm going to say there. And at the end of the day, South Africans, Chidimma's mother is not Nigerian. I think I should let you guys know that. She has Mozambican roots. Go and drag Mozambicans. Stop dragging Nigerians, okay? Sibongile said you can come into South Africa by land. There are various. All right, okay. Sibong said you can come into South Africa by land. All right, okay. There are various illegal routes. Oh, all right, okay, okay then. Let's not be sentimental. Our father was still in SA. Chidimma's mother was deported, meaning she may not return. She may not return legally here. All right, that there's a possibility. There's a possibility maybe she didn't come through the airport. All right, okay, that makes sense. There's a possibility. All right, thank you, Sibondigli, for that. Alice said, do you realize SA is a third world country and a young country, but our home affairs have a long way to go? Exactly. That's why I said, no, your own affairs need to do better. Because if something like that could happen and it was not investigated then. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. An hour and a half is been. Thank you guys so much. And like I said, love is all we should give. Okay? There's no point dragging ourselves. There's no point, doing all the shenanigans that, we've been seeing so far. There's no point in all of that. Let's just try and, say things the way they are, call out the bad ones, hail, pat the good ones on the shoulder and say, give them a high five. And we should all learn to have respectable conversations at times, because I've seen a few people who've been here, who've been disrespectful, who've been rude, and I've blocked them. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for being a part of this live stream. I really appreciate it. I wish everybody who have been here all the best. No hard feelings, no hate. I just have to say it the way it is. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. And do not forget to, like, subscribe if you're watching this live stream back. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, share this video, join my membership as well. Okay, join my membership. It's very, very cheap, £2.99 every month, to say thank you for doing what you do. And there's others, other levels, £2.99 a month, £4.99, £20. You can support my channel through that way. And I shall see you all later. All right, thank you so much, and have an amazing weekend wherever you are. Bye, everyone.